They say some places are not just empty, they are hungry. In the outskirts of Massachusetts lies the Blackwood Asylum. Closed in 1964 after a series of unexplained disappearances, it has stood silent for over 60 years. But locals claim that at exactly 3:15 a.m., the lights in the surgical wing flicker to life. This is the story of Liam, an urban explorer who went inside to prove it was all a hoax. He never came out, but his camera was found, and what it recorded will haunt you forever. Liam entered through a broken window. The air was thick with the smell of ozone and rotting paper. As he walked down the corridor of Ward 9, he noticed something impossible. There was no dust on the floor. It looked as if someone or something had just cleaned it. He found a diary under a rusted bed. The last entry was dated May 12, 1964. It read, "The shadows are no longer on the wall. They are standing behind me. They have my voice." Liam laughed it off. He thought it was a prank until he heard it. A whisper from the end of the hall. It was his own voice calling his own name. Panic set in. Liam ran toward the exit, but the hallway seemed to stretch. Every door he opened led back to the same room, the operating theater. The shadows on the floor began to detach themselves. They didn't have faces, just gaping holes where mouths should be. They weren't ghosts. They were echoes of pain. He looked into a cracked mirror. His reflection wasn't moving. It was just standing there, smiling, while Liam was screaming. The reflection whispered, "Thank you for the new skin." The camera falls. We see a pair of boots walking away, Liam's boots, but the way he walks is unnatural, like a puppet on strings. To this day, hikers near Blackwood say they see a young man through the windows. He looks like Liam, but he never blinks, and he's always waiting for the next visitor.
They say every forest has a path, a way in and a way out. But this forest has no way out. Deep in the woods of Oregon, 4 college friends, Jake, Ryan, Emily, and Sarah, planned a simple weekend camping trip. No signal, no people, just nature. As they drove deeper into the forest, their GPS suddenly stopped working. Rerouting, no signal. Jake laughed it off, but Sarah felt something was wrong. This road wasn't on the map. At the entrance of the forest, they found an old wooden sign. Broken, barely hanging, it said, "Do not enter after dark." They laughed and kept driving. As the sun disappeared, the forest went silent. No birds, no insects, just silence. That night, around 2 closer. Then suddenly, something scratched the tent. The next morning, everything changed. Their car was gone. Not stolen, just gone. Panic started spreading. They tried to leave, followed the same path back, but after hours of walking, they returned to the same exact spot. "This is impossible," Ryan shouted, but Sarah noticed something strange. The trees, they had markings, symbols, and they weren't there before. That night they heard whispers, not from one place, from everywhere. "Stay, don't leave, join us." Jake pointed his flashlight toward the trees and froze. There were figures, dozens of them, standing between the trees. Tall, thin, no faces, just watching. Emily screamed. One of the figures moved, then another, then all of them. They started walking closer, slowly, silently. The group ran, screaming, crying, but no matter how far they went, the forest never ended. One by one, they disappeared, except Sarah. Weeks later, a rescue team found her, alone, broken, barely alive. She kept whispering, "They don't chase you, they wait until you realize you were never meant to leave." As the rescue team turned back, their radios stopped working, GPS failed, and behind them the same wooden sign appeared again. "Do not enter after dark." Some places don't trap your body, they trap your reality, and once you're inside, you were never